The envelope arrived on a Tuesday, plain white, no return address, just my name in shaky handwriting that still looked like hers. 30 years since I'd seen that cursive. 30 years since Mom dropped me at the Greyhound station with a $20 bill and said, "You're 18 now, honey. Time to stand on your own." I was actually 17, but she'd always rounded up when it suited her. I took the bus to the next town over, slept in the terminal for 3 nights, then started the long grind of pretending I wasn't terrified. I didn't open the letter right away. I left it on the kitchen island next to my coffee maker for 2 days, like it was a bomb that might detonate if I touched it wrong. My girlfriend, ex-girlfriend now, but we'll get to that, noticed it first. "Whose handwriting is that?" she asked, eyebrows up. I shrugged. "Old ghost." She didn't push. She never did. That's why we lasted 8 years. When I finally slid it open, the paper smelled faintly of lavender and cigarette smoke, the same combo that used to cling to her cardigans. 3 pages, single-spaced. "Dear Rowan, I know you probably hate me. You have every right. Your father and I made terrible choices. We were young, scared, drowning in debt and bad decisions. We thought leaving you with nothing would force you to grow up fast, make something of yourself. We were wrong. So wrong. We've followed your life from afar, your company, the awards, the house in the hills. We're so proud. And so ashamed. We're not well. Your dad's heart is failing. Meds cost more than we have. The house is in foreclosure. We don't want pity. We just want to see you talk, maybe make amends before it's too late. You don't owe us anything. But family is family. Love always. Mom." No mention of the nights I spent in abandoned cars, or the winter I ate 1 meal a day from church pantries, or the way I used to check payphones for forgotten quarters. Just pride in my success and a quiet ask for help disguised as amends. I laughed until I cried, then burned the letter in the sink. Watched the edges curl black and thought, they waited until I had something to take. My name's Rowan Hale now. Changed it legally at 25 because every time someone said, "Rowan Whitaker," it felt like Mom's voice echoing in my skull. Built a software firm from a laptop in a coffee shop. Specialize in AI-driven logistics, boring to most people, life-saving to shipping companies. We went public last year. My net worth hovers around 40 million on a good day. I don't flaunt it. I live in a mid-century house with too many plants and a view of the Pacific that costs me peace of mind every time the market dips. But money changes how people see you. Suddenly I'm not the kid they threw away. I'm the golden ticket. The calls started a week after the letter. Unknown numbers. Voicemails from Mom first. Soft, teary. "Rowan, please. Just hear us out." Then Dad, gruffer, like he was reading from a script. "We raised you. Fed you. You owe us something for that." Then my sister Claire, 2 years younger, the one they kept. She'd married young, had 3 kids, divorced messy. Her voice was new to me, polished but desperate. "Rowan, it's Claire. Mom's dying. Dad can't work. We're losing everything. You made it big. Help us. Please." I blocked them all. Changed my number. Thought that was the end. It wasn't. 3 months later, a process server knocked on my door with papers. They were suing me for unjust enrichment and parental support obligations. Some bullshit statute from the old state claiming adult children owe care to indigent parents. Attached was a sob story affidavit. Medical records, foreclosure notice, photos of Dad in a hospital bed looking frail. They wanted $2 million. Compensation for years of support provided plus emotional damages from estrangement. I called my lawyer, Priya, at 7 a.m. She laughed for a solid minute. "This is weak sauce. They abandoned a minor. Statute of limitations on parental duty ran out decades ago. And unjust enrichment? You weren't enriched by them. You survived despite them. We'll motion to dismiss." We did. Judge threw it out in chambers. No hearing needed. But the filing was public record. Local news picked it up. Tech millionaire sued by estranged parents for millions. Comments sections exploded. Half called me heartless. Half cheered. Strangers sent me death threats and marriage proposals in equal measure. That's when Claire showed up in person. I came home from a run one Saturday to find her on my porch steps, kids in tow. The oldest, maybe 10, holding a handmade card that said Aunt Rowan in crayon. Claire looked older than her 45 years. Lines around her eyes, hair dyed too dark. She stood when she saw me. "I didn't want to do this," she said. "But Mom's in hospice. Dad's barely eating. They keep saying you'll come around once you see how bad it is. I stared at the kids. They looked scared. Not of me, of the whole situation. Come inside, I said. Not for them. For them. Nodded at the children. We sat in the living room. Kids played with my dog's toys while Claire talked. She didn't sugarcoat. They never told me the full story until last year. Said you ran away. Said you were troubled. I believed them because why wouldn't I? Then the lawsuit happened. I read the filings. Saw the dates. You were 17, Rowan. They left you with nothing. I nodded. Yeah. I'm not asking for money for them, she said. I'm asking for me and the kids. If the house goes, we're on the street. I work retail. Child support spotty. I don't want them to grow up like. She trailed off. Like I did. I finished. She winced. Yeah. I gave her the guest house keys. Told her she and the kids could stay 6 months, rent-free, while she job hunted and saved. No strings. No contact with our parents. She cried. Hugged me awkwardly. The kids called me Aunt Ro by the end of the week. Mom died 2 months later. I didn't go to the funeral. Claire went, came back quiet. Said Mom asked for me in her last hours. Said she was sorry. I believed the sorry part. People get reflective when the end's near. But sorry doesn't erase 30 years of silence. Dad lingered another year. Liver failure. Claire kept me updated via text. He never reached out again after the lawsuit flopped. Guess pride or denial won out. Last spring, Dad passed. Claire inherited what little was left. A paid-off car, some jewelry, debts. She sold everything. Used it for a down payment on a small condo near me. The kids started calling my house, the fun place, because I have a pool and let them eat ice cream for breakfast sometimes. I still dream about the bus station sometimes. The fluorescent lights, the smell of diesel, the way my backpack felt too light because it held everything I owned. I wake up angry, then remember the life I've built. The company, the friends who became family. The woman I'm seeing now who laughs at my dark jokes and doesn't flinch when I talk about the past. People ask if I regret going no contact. If I wish I'd answered sooner, helped earlier, forgiven. No. I regret the kid who waited years for a phone call that never came. I regret the nights I thought maybe I deserved it. But the adult me? She's done waiting. They made their choice when they left me on that curb. I made mine when I decided their regret was too late and too convenient. Family isn't DNA. It's who shows up when the world kicks you down, and who doesn't kick you while you're there. Claire and the kids are family now. We do Thanksgiving with my chosen people. Priya, her wife, a couple college buddies, the barista who used to sneak me free muffins when I was broke. We laugh loud. No one asks for money. No one guilts. Just gratitude and seconds on pie. Sometimes I think about that $20 bill Mom gave me. I spent it on a burger and a coffee the first night alone. Tasted like freedom and salt. Funny how the smallest things mark the start of everything. If they could see me now, house on the hill, company thriving, kids running through the yard calling me aunt, they'd probably say I turned out fine. They'd want credit. They get none. I turned out fine despite them. And that's the victory I carry quietly, every single day.